Getting ahead of 99% of basketball players is actually pretty easy. And in case you don't believe me, I did it. As a 5'9" white boy, I was named first team all-conference in my junior and senior years of high school, and I averaged over 15 points per game for an entire season. Unfortunately, I broke my shoulder in my senior year, so you can do even better than I did, and I'll show you how. As you're watching this video, I want you to keep this in mind. All of this advice is directed towards becoming a better basketball player, but it will help you in the rest of your life if you apply these things. Number one is your sleep habits. People underestimate how important sleep is. During my high school years, I trained 7 days a week, which, of course, I've said it before, don't train 7 days a week. Give yourself at least one rest day a week. Anyway, the only way I was able to do that was by having great quality sleep. On the days that I slept terribly, my body ached, I didn't have good workouts, and it overall just sucked. Number two, time management. The average high schooler wastes over 4 hours a day scrolling on their phones. And then they have the audacity to complain that they don't have enough time. You know what great athletes do? They prioritize what they want. If they say, I'm gonna train for basketball today, they make sure to do that first. You can still spend time on your phone. You can still play video games, right? Don't fall into the trap of like, oh, you can't be successful if you do X, Y, and Z. You're not an alpha male. That's stupid, okay? You can still do those things, but prioritize what you want out of life. Get it done first, and then let yourself have fun with the other things. Another thing to mention when it comes to time management is if you spend a lot of time on your phone, you're taking time away from things that are more beneficial to you and things that you'll actually get enjoyment out of. Right, when you scroll on your phone, it's kind of numbing. You don't enjoy it, but you don't hate it. Start doing things that actually give you joy, like hanging out with your family, hanging out with friends, get out more, right? Do those kinds of things, because then the better quality you have up here in your mind, the better quality play you're gonna have on the basketball court. Do you want me to personally assist you in your basketball journey? Click the top link in the description. Get in right now so you can hop on weekly calls with me and we can talk about basketball together, help you with your mindset, all that good stuff. Click the top link in the description. Number three, goal setting. The average high schooler has no goals, no plan, and they don't have an aim in life. Just by writing down what you want, you will become ahead of 99% of people, man. I am telling you, this is the truth. Most people don't even know what they want out of life. So if you can figure that out for yourself, or at least figure out what you want for the next year, you have a desired path to go down. You know what to work towards. It is mind-boggling to me how many people will disregard this important principle of life, being if you want to achieve something, you have to know what it is, right? Like, everybody's saying, okay, well, I don't really know what I want, but I'm just gonna work hard. Work hard towards what? If you were trying to get to a destination in a car without a GPS and you just said, oh, I'll just drive and hope I get there. What? You might be taking the wrong directions. So create a map for yourself and create meaningful steps to reach your goal. A goal I had in high school was to become a member of the 1,000 Point Club. So I became an amazing shooter. And I said, okay, I have my shot. Now let me work on my finishing. Let me get floaters so I can score over taller defenders. Unfortunately, I got hurt, so I wasn't able to reach that goal. But that doesn't really matter to me because I put in so much work and I'm proud of myself for that, and I learned valuable lessons along the way. If you want any success in basketball or in life, make clear goals and make them visible to you every day. For me, ever since 8th grade, I had a picture of the 1,000 Point Club banner at my old high school as my phone screen wallpaper. So I saw it every single day. Just talking about this stuff like gives me like chills or goosebumps because you don't understand how much potential you have to be great, man. I want every single one of you watching to remember, you have unlimited potential. Whatever the heck you set your mind towards, you can achieve. So write down goals that might seem crazy. MVP, first team all conference. I said those things to myself and I was able to achieve them. Nobody would have thought I could do that unless I truly believed it in my heart and I worked towards it. Do it. Number 5, sharpening the mind and your faith. I wouldn't be the man I am today without my experiences. However, I also wouldn't be the man I am today if I didn't read the books that I have and consume the information that I have. I've read books on mindset, leadership, talking better, becoming a better friend, person, being stronger with your faith. I've read all these kinds of books because that's what I want out of life. You know that guy from like the 2010s when he was like standing in front of a Lamborghini and he said,
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
I think we need some knowledge, man. Sharpen your mind. Develop a great, strong, self-assured mindset. There are books out there for anything you want to learn. Whatever you want out of life. There's resources for you. You just have to make the effort of consuming those resources. Before I had a lot of my success in basketball, I didn't trust in God enough. I had a lot of doubt. And I believed that asking God to help me with my success was a bad thing, and I would apologize for it. But then I started to think a bit differently. And I prayed, God, help me to glorify your name through my success. Now, whether you believe in Jesus Christ as the true Savior, like myself, you have to trust in something bigger than you. You need to trust in something that's going to make you feel alive in those moments when you're tired and you're exhausted and you don't feel like training that day. You need to have something that you can look towards to help you. Once again, I'll recommend Jesus Christ. Number 6, excuses. The average high schooler makes excuses. Oh, I'm not tall enough. I'm not fast enough. I'm not good enough. Average athletes complain. Great athletes take action. Number 7, learning from competition. The average high schooler is extremely insecure. They doubt their own abilities. They worry if they're competent enough, if they're good enough. They don't think they're enough. And the average high schooler is intimidated by people that are better than that. But great athletes are self-assured in knowing that they don't have to compare themselves to somebody else and feel bad about it. They get inspired and they try to learn from them. If I could go back in time to my freshman year of high school, I would tell my younger self, hey, ask questions. Ask the people that are better than you how they got there. Become a sponge to that kind of information and stop feeling bad about yourself because you're not where they're at. Use other people's success as motivation to improve, not a reason to feel bad about yourself. Number 8, trying to fit in. To go back to average high schoolers being insecure, they also want to fit in. They want to blend. They don't want to be different. They want to be accepted. But people that strive for greatness, the great athletes, they don't care. They go by the phrase, shape the world or let the world shape you. They choose to shape their own reality because they know what they want out of life. They are clear and they are driven. They don't try to fit in, right? When I was in high school, I didn't really fit in. I didn't go out to social events very much. I didn't party. I didn't do any of that stuff. And I honestly regret some of it because I wish I was a bit more social. But I don't regret how hard I worked, and I don't regret the lessons that I got. You need to focus on your purpose if you want success. And you can't worry about fitting in or having other people approve of you. You can't look for validation. If you're working towards a very big goal, you are going to stand out naturally, and there's nothing you can do about it. But if you do have a few friends that accept you for who you are when you're striving, and they don't try to tear you down, please hang on to those friends, man. They are the real ones. Let me tell you something that I learned after getting a lot of my success. The awards and the accolades die the moment you get them, but the friendships and relationships you form along the way stay. The awards that I've received, MVP award, first team all conference awards, they're just on my shelf right now. I can pan the camera. Look, they are right on the shelf. That's them up there. Oh, my camera or my light just fell. But you see them up there? They're just sitting there, collecting dust. Value relationships. If you want to make your high school basketball team this year, click this video. But as always, keep God first. Stay blessed, bro.